You dump thousands of dollars into health insurance. You buy products stamped organic and pop vitamins like candy because a commercial told you to. You consider yourself a rational, modern adult. But the truth is, your understanding of your own body is a toxic mix of old wives' tales, marketing gimmicks from the 1950s, and Hollywood bullshit. They sell you detoxes that don't work. You treat the flu with things that are slowly killing you. You smear burns with substances that destroy your skin, and you believe in diseases that don't exist. Today, we're going to save you a ton of money, nerves, and maybe even save your life one day. We've selected 30 hard medical facts that you are likely wrong about. Welcome to reality. Don't forget to subscribe because you may not find this channel again. Myth 1. A defibrillator restarts a stopped heart. Let's start with the biggest Hollywood lie that actually costs lives. We've seen it hundreds of times in Grey's Anatomy or House MD. A flat line on the monitor, that long beep. The heroic doctor yells, "Clear!" zaps the patient, the body arches, and miracle. The heart starts beating, the patient coughs and opens their eyes. Reality. If the monitor shows a flat line, a systole, a defibrillator is absolutely useless. A defibrillator is not a car starter. It cannot jump-start a heart from zero. Its job is a reboot. The shock is needed only to stop a heart that is beating chaotically and too fast, ventricular fibrillation. The electricity halts this chaos, giving the body's pacemaker a chance to restart a normal rhythm. If you shock a flat line, you're just cooking the heart muscle. It's like flogging a dead horse, dramatic but pointless. For a systole, the only hope is CPR and adrenaline shots. The movies lied to you. Myth 2. Alcohol warms you up in the cold. A classic winter tale. You're lost in the woods, freezing, so you take a swig of whiskey or vodka from a flask. You immediately feel a pleasant warmth spreading to your limbs. Your cheeks turn pink. Congratulations. That's the warmth of your impending death. Alcohol is a vasodilator. It expands your blood vessels. In a normal state, your body is smart. In the cold, it constricts vessels in your arms and legs to keep warm blood in the core, protecting your heart and brain. By drinking booze, you forcibly open the capillaries. Hot blood rushes to your skin. You feel hot, but in reality, you start functioning like a radiator, dumping precious internal heat into the freezing air at insane speeds. Your core temperature drops catastrophically fast, and you don't even notice it because you're drunk. Forensic statistics are grim. Drunks freeze to death first, often without even trying to seek shelter. Myth 3. Put a spoon in the mouth during a seizure. You see someone having an epileptic seizure on the street. Panic. Someone in the crowd screams, "He's gonna swallow his tongue. Pry his teeth open, stick a spoon in there." This is the most dangerous and harmful first aid myth in existence. Remember this forever. A human physically cannot swallow their own tongue. The tongue is a muscle, and it is securely attached to the bottom of the mouth by the frenulum. It is anatomically impossible. By trying to forcibly pry open a seizing person's jaw and shoving a hard object in there, you will break their teeth, rip their gums to shreds, and sometimes fracture their jaw. Broken tooth fragments can end up in the lungs, choking them. Don't be a sadist rescuer, just put something soft under their head, turn them on their side so saliva drains out, and wait for the seizure to end. Myth 4. Drowning people scream and wave arms. How do you know someone is drowning? Do they yell, "Help!" splash around and beat the water? No. That's only how bad actors drown in Baywatch. Real drowning happens silently, quickly, and is terrifyingly unnoticeable. It's called the instinctive drowning response. When a person is drowning, their body goes into emergency survival mode. They have no air to scream. The respiratory system is trying to grab even a drop of oxygen. The drowning person's mouth sinks below the surface and pops up for a split second, only enough time for a desperate gasp, not a scream. Their arms don't wave either. Instinct forces them to press down on the water, trying to push themselves up to get their mouth above the surface. They physically cannot wave at you. To an observer, it looks like the person is just treading water, playing, tilting their head back, or looking at the sky with a glassy stare. Often, children drown 3 feet away from their parents who don't realize a tragedy is happening. If someone in the water goes quiet, save them. Myth 5. Urine is sterile. Drink it to survive. Bear Grylls and other survivalists taught us, lost in the desert? Drink your own pee. The myth about urine sterility appeared in the 50s due to imperfect analysis methods. Modern DNA tests show, even in the bladder of a perfectly healthy person, bacteria exist. And when the liquid passes through the urethra, it collects even more microflora. But the main problem isn't even the bacteria. Urine is waste. It is a concentrated solution of salts, urea, and toxins that your body was trying to get rid of. Drinking urine in a desert is the same as drinking seawater. The high salt content will only increase your thirst, strain your already suffering kidneys, and accelerate dehydration. It is a sure way to speed up the end, not delay it. Myth 6. Butter on a burn. Grandma's recipe that has sent thousands to burn units. Burned yourself? Quick, smear some butter, sour cream, or grease on it. Never, do you hear me? Never do this in the first few minutes. The physics are simple. A burn is excess heat trapped inside the skin layers. Your first task is to remove that heat, to cool the tissue. Oil creates a dense, airtight film. It acts like a lid on a hot frying pan. By applying oil, you trap the heat inside. Your meat continues to cook under the layer of fat, going deeper. The burn will be deeper, the pain worse, and the scar bigger. Only cold running water for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Myth 7. Detox and cleansing toxins. The wellness industry makes billions of dollars off your guilt. Smoothies, green juices, special teas, enemas, and foot pads to remove toxins. They tell you, your body is dirty, it's clogged with the toxins of modern life, clean it. This is a blatant lie designed to sell you cheap laxative syrup for the price of liquid gold. In scientific medicine, the term slag, or toxin buildup in this context, does not exist. Your body is not a dirty pipe or a vacuum cleaner. You already have a built-in, evolution-perfected super lab for detox. It's called your liver and kidneys. They work 24/7, filtering blood and breaking down toxins. If they are doing their job, you don't need a celery smoothie. If they stop doing their job, you have organ failure, and you need a hospital and dialysis, not tea. Everything else is just marketing. Myth 8. Antibiotics treat the flu and colds. You have a fever, body aches, and a cough? You reach for the medicine cabinet. I'll pop an antibiotic just to be safe. Congratulations, you just launched a nuclear strike on your own body. Memorize this. Antibiotics kill bacteria. The flu, the common cold, COVID, these are viruses. Viruses are not living cells. They don't have the cell walls that antibiotics destroy. Taking antibiotics for a viral infection is like trying to kill a ghost with a machine gun. Absolutely useless, but you'll destroy the walls around you, your gut and immunity. Moreover, you are training the bacteria in your body, creating superbugs resistant to drugs. Doctors worldwide are screaming, if we don't stop eating antibiotics like candy, we will soon start dying from simple scratches because there will be nothing left to treat them with. Myth 9. Everyone needs multivitamins. Take a pill in the morning, it has the whole periodic table, you'll be healthy. The vitamin industry is selling hope in a pretty bottle. Doctors state, unless you have a diagnosed deficiency, like scurvy or rickets, and you eat something other than chips and soda, multivitamins are practically useless to you. Massive studies on hundreds of thousands of people have shown, taking multivitamins does not prolong life, does not protect against cancer, and does not save you from heart attacks. The body is a smart system. It takes exactly what it needs from the pill at that moment, and flushes the excess down the toilet. You are essentially just making your urine very expensive and vitamin-enriched. Myth 10. Hydrogen peroxide for cuts. You cut yourself. What do? Pour hydrogen peroxide on it. It bubbles and foams so funnily. That means it's working. It's killing all the germs. Yes, it kills germs. And it also kills your own healthy cells, fibroblasts, that are trying to heal the wound. Peroxide is a powerful oxidizer that causes a microchemical burn to the tissues. This slows down healing and increases the risk of scarring. And that famous fizzing? It's not the screams of dying bacteria, it's just a simple chemical reaction of the catalase enzyme in your blood with oxygen. Doctors stopped using peroxide for minor cuts ages ago. Ordinary soapy water works much more effectively, safely, and doesn't destroy your tissue. Myth 11. BMI, body mass index, indicates health. You go to the doctor, they divide your weight by your height and say, "You are obese, lose weight immediately." BMI is the biggest scam in diagnostics. This formula was invented by a mathematician, Adolphe Quetelet, in the 19th century for population statistics, not for assessing an individual's health. BMI is stupid. It doesn't see the difference between fat and muscle. On the BMI scale, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime are people with severe obesity. A person with a normal BMI can have hidden visceral fat and a bad heart, skinny fat, while an athlete with obesity can be perfectly healthy. Judging health by a calculator is medieval. Myth 12. Spot reduction, burning fat locally. Do crunches to lose belly fat. Do side bends to lose love handles. Millions of people sweat in gyms, doing thousands of sit-ups, hoping to burn fat specifically on their waist. This is physiologically impossible. The concept of spot reduction does not exist. When you create a calorie deficit, the body starts using fat reserves, but it takes them from everywhere evenly, according to your genetics. You cannot order the body to take fuel specifically from the belly, just like you can't scoop water out of one corner of a pool without the level dropping everywhere. By doing crunches under a layer of fat, you just get strong abs under the same layer of fat. Your belly might even look bigger visually. Myth 13. Lactic acid causes muscle soreness. You went to the gym, and the next morning you can't get out of bed? The trainer says, "That's lactic acid clogging your muscles. You need to flush it out." This is a lie repeated since the early 20th century. Lactic acid, lactate, is indeed produced during exercise, causing the burn in the moment. But it is completely flushed out of the body and processed by the liver within 1 hour after your workout. What hurts the next day is not acid. It's micro tears in muscle fibers and inflammation. Your muscles are literally torn in thousands of places. The pain is a sign of trauma and subsequent growth, not chemical poisoning. Massage helps relax the spasm, but you can't flush out the acid a day later. It's been gone for a long time. Myth 14. Low-fat products are healthier. The main dietary scam of the 90s. We were told, fat makes you fat, and everyone rushed to buy fat-free yogurt, cottage cheese, and cookies. But there is a problem. Food without fat tastes like cardboard. To make you eat it and buy it again, manufacturers replaced fat with sugar and flavor enhancers. As a result, you eat a diet product that causes a massive insulin spike. Insulin blocks fat burning and stores energy on your hips. Paradox. By switching to low fat, America started getting fatter even faster. Natural fat is needed for the brain, skin, and hormones. Fear hidden sugar, not full-fat cottage cheese. Myth 15. 8 glasses of water a day. The most watered-down myth. Drink up or your kidneys will dry out. The myth was born from a 1945 U.S. Food and Nutrition Board recommendation that stated, a suitable allowance of water for adults is 2.5 liters daily. And that's where everyone stopped reading. which is a shame because it continued, "Most of this quantity is contained in prepared foods. You get water from soup, cucumbers, steak, tea, and even coffee. Yes, caffeine is a diuretic, but not enough to dehydrate you if you drink it regularly. Your body is not a leaky bucket. You have a perfect sensor honed by evolution, the sensation of thirst. If you drink when you want to, and your pee is pale yellow, you are fine. Stop waterboarding yourself." Myth 16. Blue blood. Blood in the veins is blue because there's no oxygen, and it turns red when it hits the air. This myth is alive only thanks to bad illustrations in biology textbooks and the fact that veins on your wrist do look bluish. Truth. Human blood is always red. Always. In arteries, it is bright scarlet because it is saturated with oxygen. In veins, it is dark maroon. Veins look blue solely due to optical physics. The skin scatters light, reflecting the blue part of the spectrum and absorbing the red. It is an illusion. If you cut a vein, please don't. Thick red liquid will flow out. Blue blood based on copper, hemocyanin, exists only in crabs, spiders, and octopuses. Unless you are an octopus, your blood is red. Myth 17. The tongue map. Remember that diagram in school? The tip of the tongue tastes sweet, the sides sour, and the back bitter. This is the oldest lie in biology, which appeared due to a simple translation error. A German scientist wrote a paper in 1901 stating that different zones have different sensitivity. The translator understood this as hard boundaries. In reality, your entire tongue feels all tastes. Receptors are scattered chaotically. Yes, sensitivity might vary slightly, but there are no zones of responsibility. Try putting salt or sugar on the very tip of your tongue. You will taste it perfectly fine. We feel 5 tastes, including umami, with the entire surface of the mouth. Myth 18. We only use 10% of our brain. Oh, the favorite myth of Luc Besson and the movie Lucy. If we used 100%, we would fly, read minds, and control matter. Guys, if you are using 10% of your brain, it means you are in a deep coma or have suffered a massive stroke. MRI scans show the entire brain is active. Even when you sleep, there are no dark zones. The brain consumes 20% of the body's entire energy, even though it weighs only 2%. Evolution is a frugal housewife. It wouldn't carry a useless organ weighing 3 pounds inside your skull, consuming so many resources just to use 1/10 of it. Myth 19. The appendix is a useless organ. For decades, surgeons considered the appendix evolutionary junk, a mistake of nature. In the US in the 50s, it was often removed in advance, just in case, during other surgeries. Medicine was wrong. The appendix isn't trash. It is an elite doomsday bunker. Modern research has proven the appendix serves as a safe house for beneficial gut bacteria. If you get severe food poisoning or dysentery and your gut is flushed to zero, it is from the appendix that a reserve squad of bacteria emerges to repopulate the flora and save your life. People who have had their appendix removed recover from gut infections much harder. Myth 20. Stress causes ulcers. Don't get stressed, you'll get an ulcer. Don't eat spicy food, you'll burn a hole in your stomach. For decades, doctors put ulcer patients on strict diets of boiled porridge and milk, and then it turned out we were treating the wrong thing. In 2005, the Nobel Prize was awarded for the discovery. Stomach ulcers are caused in 90% of cases by the bacterium Helicobacter pylori. Not a mean boss and not chili peppers, but an infection. Stress can temporarily worsen symptoms, but it is not the root cause. Ulcers are now treated with a course of antibiotics in 2 weeks, not a lifetime of suffering over bland food. Myth 21. Tilt your head back for a nosebleed. Instinct says, head back. Mom said the same. Modern medicine screams, never. When you tilt your head back, the blood doesn't stop flowing. You just change the direction of the drain. It flows down the back of your throat, straight into your stomach. Blood is a strong irritant, so in 5 minutes you will start feeling nauseous, and you will likely vomit that same blood. The correct method: sit down, lean slightly forward, like the thinker statue, and pinch the nostrils for 10 to 15 minutes. Gravity should help drain the blood out, not into you. Myth 22. Rinse your mouth after brushing. How does your morning go? Brush, paste, and then fill your mouth with water and rinse everything out? Congratulations, you just washed all the benefits of expensive toothpaste down the drain. The main component of toothpaste is fluoride, or hydroxyapatite. For it to strengthen enamel and protect against cavities, it needs to stay on the teeth for at least 20 to 30 minutes. By rinsing the paste away immediately with water, you reduce the cleaning efficiency by 50%. Dentists recommend spit out the excess foam, but do not rinse your mouth with water. Leave a thin layer of paste. Yes, it tastes minty, but your teeth will be safer and you'll save on dental bills. Myth 23. Cracking knuckles causes arthritis. Mom scared you. Your hands will shake. Dr. Donald Unger conducted a lifelong experiment. He cracked the knuckles of his left hand every day for 60 years, but never touched his right hand. In the end, the joints on both hands turned out to be equally healthy, and he received an Ig Nobel Prize for his stubbornness. The loud pop is not bones rubbing against each other, but the process of cavitation. Gas bubbles burst in the synovial fluid. It is absolutely safe. You might annoy your colleagues with the sound, but you are not destroying your joints. Myth 24. Reading in the dark ruins eyesight. Turn on the light, you'll go blind. Reading with a flashlight under the covers won't burn your retina or cause myopia. Your eyes will get tired, muscles will overstrain, you might get a headache or dry eyes. But this is temporary. As soon as you rest, your vision will return to normal. It's like the gym. If you lift weights, your muscles hurt, but they don't fall off or get ruined forever. The real enemy of the eyes is genetics and bright sun without sunglasses, not a book in dim light. Myth 25. Wait an hour after eating to swim. Don't get in the water on a full stomach, you'll get a cramp and drown. The cruelest myth of our childhood. The truth is that after a meal, blood does rush to the stomach for digestion, but there is enough of it in the body to both digest a burger and effectively paddle with your arms. There is not a single proven case in medical literature of drowning due to a full stomach. Professional swimmers often eat right before a race for energy. This myth was invented by parents in the 50s to make children sit quietly on the shore for at least an hour so they didn't have to watch them in the water. It's a matter of discipline, not physiology. Myth 26. Rust causes tetanus. You stepped on a rusty nail. Panic. Tetanus. Actually, rust, iron oxide, is absolutely safe for the body. The danger is the bacterium Clostridium tetani. This bacterium lives not on metal, but in dirt, manure, soil, and dust. A rusty nail is dangerous not because of the rust, but because it was likely lying on the ground and is dirty. Plus, it creates a deep puncture wound without air access, where bacteria multiply best. You can get tetanus by cutting yourself with a perfectly clean but dirty knife in the garden. Rust has nothing to do with it. Myth 27. Carrots improve night vision. Eat a carrot, you'll see like a sniper. Carrots contain vitamin A, which is good for the eyes. But unless you have a deficiency, and you don't, eating a bucket of carrots won't give you night vision. You'll just turn orange. This myth was invented by the British military during World War II. They invented radar to shoot down German planes at night. To hide the technology, intelligence spread a rumor. Our pilots just eat a lot of carrots, that's why they see in the dark. The Germans believed it, and we still believe it. Myth 28. Sugar causes hyperactivity in kids. Don't give him candy, he'll tear the house down. This is a classic placebo effect for parents. Multiple studies have shown when parents were told their kids ate sugar, even though it was a sweetener, moms still noticed crazy behavior. Kids go crazy at parties not because of the cake, but because of the atmosphere, noise, games, and other kids. Sugar is just calories. It is not a psychostimulant. Adrenaline comes from the party, not the candy. Myth 29. MSG is poison. This restaurant uses MSG, it gives me a headache. The myth of Chinese restaurant syndrome was born from a single letter from a reader to a medical journal in 1968. Monosodium glutamate, MSG, is a salt of glutamic acid. It is a natural amino acid. It is found in huge quantities in tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, mushrooms, and meat. Our tongue has special receptors for this taste, umami. If you don't get a headache from pizza with cheese or tomato juice, then you won't get one from Chinese food because of MSG. It's just tasty salt. Relax. Myth 30. Hair and nails grow after death. It sounds like the beginning of a horror movie. We've heard stories about exhumed bodies with long claws and beards. In reality, corpses don't get manicures. Cell growth requires energy, glucose, and oxygen. The dead don't have that. The illusion arises because after death, the body loses moisture. The skin dries out and recedes, exposing the roots of the hair and the nail beds. Visually, they seem longer, but it's just the packaging shrinking. Nothing grows without life. You have just seen your familiar world crumble. Butter on a burn, a spoon in an epileptic's mouth. These misconceptions can cost you your health, and belief in magic vitamins costs you money. Medicine changes every day. What was normal yesterday is barbarism today. Don't take everything at face value, even if your grandmother or the TV said it. Fact-check everything. Think critically. Stay healthy. Don't shove spoons in your friends' mouths, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. In the next video, we will shatter the myths about space that even Elon Musk believes. See you there.